That was my YAWP, and you'll see why I call it YAWP in a second. But if you want to represent your team in style, give your best yelp, yell, or YAWP, and represent them in style in the Dead Threads brand, like I'm repping my Colts. The playoffs for the NBA and NHL are coming up. And yell like a barbarian. This is Barbaric Yawp, and if you know that logo, you know it from a big name indeed. That's right, it's Hopfly, and it's one of my favorite styles, a Black IPA. You don't see them too often, so when I see one done by Hopfly, you know I gotta grab it. Let's see what this is about, and I'll let you know how to grab some Dead Thread swag right after the theme song. Welcome into the Upstate Studio. Welcome back to the Upstate Studio with yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. And we got another beer review for you. And this isn't the way I found it. I'm pretty sure I dropped this at one point. I have no idea why or how or remember doing it, but that was me. Anyway, it is from one of the tie-ins known as Hopfly out of Charlotte. Normally they're known for the Blender series. There's their signature sour line. And they're known for some of their IPAs as well. But I am going a little different because I see a Black IPA. It doesn't matter who makes it. I got to grab it. So, especially when I see Hopfly doing it, I'm like, this is going to be a banger. I already know it. So, anyway, speaking of bangers, you want some banger designs to represent your team in style. I know this is football, but the NBA and NHL playoffs are coming up very, very shortly. If they're not already started by the time you see this video, they might be like just starting by the time you actually see the video. Anyway, if you want to represent your team in style, head to the Dead Threads apparel shop. Visit the link in the description below. Click it and use code NUTMEG10. That is NUTMEG10. One more time, NUTMEG10 for everyone in the back to get a 10% discount off checkout off anything from the Dead Threads shop. I'm going to use my dope ass beer glass society glass, and it's the best glass to drink an IPA out of, and a Black IPA is still an IPA. So, Hopfly confirms Black or Cascadian Dark Ale. Quite a few check-ins, so they must do it semi-regularly. 678 total, 628 unique, 566 are ranked for a global ranking of 3.81. So not over 4, but solid nonetheless, especially for something that's not a very common style. Unleash your primal cry with Barbaric Yawp, our 6.4% Black IPA brewed with Simcoe, Chinook, and Centennial hops. This rare gem combines the bold roasted malt flavors of a stout with the hoppy bitterness of an IPA. I would say that would be an accurate description of what a Black IPA is like. Each sip reveals a complex blend of pine, citrus, and dark chocolate notes, creating a truly unforgettable experience. In a world where Black IPAs are a rare find, ding ding, Barbaric Yawp stands out as a testament to the beauty of the unexpected. Cheers to embracing the extraordinary. Yes, Hopfly is quite extraordinary indeed. Keep cold and drink fresh, NC, because they are out of Charlotte. 6.4 is confirmed. Hops are confirmed. Simcoe, Chinook, and Centennial. Style is confirmed. I'd let you admire the can because it's not quite demonic, but they're kind of like dark monk kind of individuals chilling on the side of the can, and everything else is just doubly confirmed on the side of the can. So we won't waste any more time and do our ode to One Flight Down and give you a shaklook. Hard pour, of course. Sorry, Alan, no shake cam. It's an IPA. We can't shake cam an IPA. That just sounds like all sorts of bad decisions. So the head's going to take a second to settle down, of course, with it being an IPA. But that's okay. We're patient. We are patient. So, there is I'm shooting this after sunset, so I won't get any natural light. But there's kind of a brown hue coming around the edge of the glass. Yeah, there's definitely although it's, well, there's a little bit, you probably can't tell because I have the benefit of the light, you do not, but there's a little bit of a brown or reddish light coming through the center as well. So it's not completely black as night, but it's pretty darn close. Yeah, a lot of brown coming through the edges on the bottom there. It is a foamy tan head. So very interesting. This isn't your typical black IPA aroma. For me, normally with a black IPA, you either get one or the other. It's either all stout in the aroma or all IPA in the aroma, and usually the other way around on the flavor. But this one is actually a pretty decent mix of both. I get a little bit of that maltiness, but it's kind of like light, has a liquiditous type of essence to it, so that would lend more towards a juice, a hop effect, so to speak. So it's a nice, I'd say 50-50 balance between, you know, those darker notes and the hoppier notes that a black IPA tends to do. So it's still quite a bit of head left, but we're not afraid of that, and I have a towel for a reason, so cheers. It shies more on those darker notes in the flavor. I'm getting a pininess. It kind of comparable to traditional old school West Coast IPA. It's not quite as harsh and bitter, but it's definitely those types of flavors. Which makes sense. Simcoe, yeah, that's a thing. Maybe I made up a new hop name. I don't know. With it having sea hops in it, Chinook and Centennial, it makes sense that it would have a bit more of a bitter bite. That kind of hoppy, sharp bite to it. That kind of makes sense to me. So that piney, overall resinous flavor definitely makes sense to me. It's not as sharp as that type of IPA goes by normally. So I think it's dialed down by the malts, which is odd to me normally because I am someone whose palate is sensitive to the sharpness of the malts, so I'm used to the hops dialing that down, not having the inverse effect like this seems to have for me. But that's pretty solid. 3.81. I might give it a 3.6 or a 3.7 if I could rate on the scale of tenths, that is. It's pretty solid. If someone slid one my way, or if I needed something to complete a diverse flight, I would definitely consider adding this to it. I don't know if I'd buy a full can again, but it's pretty solid. Is in the Mount Rushmore by Black IPAs? I'm not sure, but it's pretty solid. I would definitely drink it again if offered, and I would absolutely recommend going to Hopfly, whether this is your cup of tea and you want to try it, or anything else that they may offer that may be more in that amazing territory. One more time to represent your team in style. Visit the Dead Threads Apparel shop. Head on down to the description, click the link, and use code NUTMEG10. That is NUTMEG10, NUTMEG10 one more time for everyone in the back. You get a 10% discount off at checkout. Cheers, everyone. I'll see you next time.